Alright, we're back. Another installment of Clean Slate here. If I remember right, last time we left off, just as the group was going to head to the abandoned forest base to find out what Seth is up to there. Yep, here we are. Let's go in here and take a look. Now this dungeon, I use that term loosely, is definitely not what you guys got used to in Master of the Wind. This is mostly just sort of the typical RPG Maker dungeon people make, where you just kind of wander around getting fights. But a lot of significant plot happens here, so I guess that has that going for it. So we're just wandering around here. This is the base, which is supposed to be all decrepit. And this guy, Spider, he's also in the reconnaissance group. And if you remember from Master of the Wind, this guy is actually Morius's father, the father of Morius the elf, who was in the Teuton Corps in Master of the Wind. His name is actually Morius as well, but his nickname is Spider, so that's what everybody calls him. And who's this guy? He's never seen Arius, but Arius is already, a higher rank than him. That's probably got to burn a little bit. Well, there you go. There, Turnus has accepted the amnesia thing. He's not really giving Arius a hard time. I guess when when you're on the job, that stuff's kind of immature. All right, here we go. Here's some bad guys. Let's see. Let's beat the crap out of them. Oh, Turnus punched the little fireball. That's hardcore. But yeah, Turnus has the highest speed out of these three, so he's always going to go first. You got GP money. I don't know why I never fixed that. It's supposed to be just GP. Okay, so let's see what's in here. Nice. Alright, so here's the I'm looking over here for some more treasure, but it's pretty clear where I need to go at this point. We've got this long line of tree stumps and a save bunny, and yeah, it's not very subtle. So we'll go through here, and this map you just kind of walk through. See, this is why I need Artbane. Okay, here's some scorpions. Okay, well, Turnus takes them out. He's a lightning mage. Galdar's a fire mage, and Arius is he was a dark mage, but right now he's really only kind of fighting with his sword because he, forgot his magic knowledge. Let's see. Oh! Okay, well, that Turnus just cast the most powerful lightning spell in the game, which he has because we maxed out all their levels for this playthrough. Normally you wouldn't have that, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, no, there's another one. More of these guys. Well, let's just leave them alone. Not like I need to level up at this point. Alright, so this is when shit starts going down. And, yeah, that noise. That's when kind of the noise that Seth makes when he's angry. Yeah, there he is. There's our man. This music that's just coming on is actually the Vegeta theme from the English dub of Dragon Ball Z. And I was way into Dragon Ball Z at the time. And I really liked the American music that they came up with, and that's like blasphemy in certain hardcore, anime communities. But I just like the tone of that guy's music, and so there's a lot in the game. And so Seth kind of just made some pigs appear. I'm not even sure what they're supposed to be in terms of like the Master of the Wind lore. It wasn't nearly as consistent back here. I guess they're like orcs, maybe. That's a stretch, though. They're pigs walking around in diapers. You disloyal porkers. Yeah, it's very diplomatic. Turnus is anything, he's diplomatic. And then Arius tries to kind of appeal to Seth's loss here, but Seth doesn't give a shit. He's pretty far gone. And yeah, we're gonna fight these pig guys in their nice armor. Oh, there we go again. Oof, boy. Oh yeah, I think that did extra damage because they're wearing metal, so they were sensitive to it. And then so yeah, don't bet on it now. We can kill them all in one turn. Pig's anxious to get back to work. Come on. Let's see. This time I'll use some attacks. No, I'll just beat them up. Okay, well, yep, they're down. Oof. Yeah, there's not much suspense in these battles. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but I just figured it would take a lot longer if they weren't leveled up. Oh, there's another lightning move. Right now, Turnus has all his lightning moves because he's so leveled up. It's pretty much just a computer deciding which one it wants to use to hit auto battle. This guy runs away. Galdar's on it. There was actually a dialogue exchange in here that I deleted pretty soon after writing it, which, you know, is surprising because, as you saw from the NPCs back in Guardia, pretty much anything goes at this point. But, so, after Galdar hit that pig with the fire spell, Arius said something like, "Anybody for pork chops?" And then, Turnus says, like, "Show some sensitivity," which is, of course, you know, highly hypocritical from him. But, yeah, that was a little too ridiculous. I mean, you know, it kind of diminished that poor pig's fiery death a little too much. Then we got, you know, this map is just rows of trees. And with this old, you know, RPG maker, you couldn't even really, like, layer the trees, so it's just these perfectly, like, square rows. But yeah, all you have to do is just, like, walk through here, and then, hey, you're done with this map. Oh, no, I got one more fight. Man, does he really want to fight, those golems? Alright, so this is the end of it. The trees tell you where to go. Seth pops up again. And he is going to summon a boss for us to fight, because he is a summoner. And this, you know, this repeats, you know, through the game the various times you encounter him. Fighting a vapor demon. Which I like that graphic. That graphic's pretty cool. But obviously this guy's not going to last long against my my very beefed up squad here. Let's see. I'll use some cool attacks. That one. Here's the lava one. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. And then I'll have Turnus use one of his physical attacks, because Turnus is a very skilled physical fighter. Bam! I don't think the guy's going to last a turn. Yep, that's it. That's it for him. So Seth must be like, whoa, man, my summoning sucks. So he decides to fight on his own, and wait. Okay, so he hit Turnus with a lightning spell, which shouldn't have worked that well, but yeah, whatever. And he's talking about his race and how he's the last dragoon, and you know he's mad about that. Good reason. He gets Galdar with an ice spell, which makes a little more sense. And so Arius is ready to fight. This is a clue here that Arius is actually, you know, pretty good fighter. The person he was before, and now that's kind of starting to come back. Seth manages to knock him down. He thinks he's victorious, but it won't be long before you know, he realizes that it's not going to be quite that easy. Yeah, and then nice little dramatic pause here, and then boom, he stands back up and he's got a bloody face. I made that myself in the iDraw character maker. It was so easy to do that. I think I had like 3 or 4 different sheets of bloody faced characters. I was pretty proud of that. Who's gonna stop me, you? And Arius is saying that, you know, he just got his life back and, you know, can't lose it now. Now when you just got a chance to start over, that wouldn't be cool. So yeah, he's kind of talking down Seth a little bit. But and Seth actually knows who he is, who he really was before the memory loss. He's not saying much. He's not spoiling it yet. As he says, "I know you, Arius," with quotes, you know, dismissively. It's obviously not your real name, and he doesn't want to fight yet. But he realizes that, you know, if Arius were to recall all of his fighting skills from before the memory loss, Seth would be in deep doo because he was very powerful. So he decides, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, peace out for now. I'm gonna give a little parting shot, and then I'm gone. And Arius gets to fall down. So we're gonna cut here. I think we're in the infirmary. Yep, there we go. So yeah, boy, this game got serious all of a sudden, didn't it? No more friggin' Irish jokes or whatever. And yeah, there's the Elder, and I'm not really sure what function he actually serves in the reconnaissance group. I guess he's just kind of like an advisor. So yeah, going to talk to these guys. They're curious about what happened, and you know, Arius is kind of modest about it. Yeah, I got off a good hit, you know. And this Arius is a little bit, I guess, mentally older now. I think, you know, I was talking about this before, how he's kind of like a little kid when he first loses his memory. I'd say now he's kind of at the teenage stage. How do you persuade those pigs? I can't have a better name for him. Can't believe that shit. At least Turnus has his outrage is justified for the first time. And then the Elder is going to give a little bit of background about the Dragoons. That they were just this sort of reclusive race that was very powerful, and capable of a lot, but they never really wanted to fight. They weren't interested, and so they never really, you know, discovered that. But Seth is on the warpath now, so he's becoming ridiculous, And then as for the pigs, that's stupid. But I didn't have all the what do you call it? The lore and the races like straightened out. It wasn't as formal as is a Master of the Wind. And then yeah, he's talking about the council. That's shady, man. Yeah, that's an understatement. And yeah, why don't you prove the council actually exists? That'd be a step up. But he says, I'll put it before the council. No, man, that's what they want you to do, but you won't get to see him. And then the discussion turns to why their little stakeout went so wrong. Somebody must have tipped Seth off, and there was only one person who was there. A spider, Morius the Elder. And at first Turnus, doesn't like that idea, but it starts to sink in that there really aren't too many possibilities. He says we trusted Seth, remember? And that's kind of heavy for Turnus. He has a little bit of a sad moment here, where he thought that Guardia was going to be the end of his struggle, the end of his tribulations, and now it seems like you can't really escape some of the bullshit in the world, as he might put it. But Arius is kind of optimistic. He doesn't just figure we gotta tie up all these loose ends and then maybe things will be cool. So now they're on the way to Spider's house. And look, we'll probably have to end this pretty soon, but I'll go on for a little longer here. Okay, he's giving me a nice new axe. Let's throw that baby on. Not that nothing that matters that much, and I got some armor from the thing I killed too, so we'll have that. And we'll leave City Hall and head over to Morris's house, which I guess I intentionally avoided when I first, came through here. But it's right there, and there he is actually. He's like, hey, we want to talk. He's like, so something's definitely up. House is small, he can't hide in there. Yeah, it's really small. It's like fucking 4 foot square. Well, at least it's, proportional, kind of. So there's obviously a secret room or something. Let's see. I think it's probably the piano. And let's see. Arius is playing. I think this is the isn't this the theme from Laputa? Isn't that what that is? That Miyazaki movie? I don't know. I love that music, so it wouldn't surprise if I threw it in there. And then once he's done, the door is going to open. Yeah, there we go. Would you look at that? And I was like, oh, you can play the piano. It's kind of like Auburn in Master of the Wind. Though we had some nice animations for her, thanks to Luna. But I think we should save, and we'll explore the secret cave next time. Peace.